YouTube, what's good? Welcome to Flight School. I am Chris Baker. So before we get started, I just want to take time out to say thank you for the previous feedback on my other video. The overwhelming response that I got from just about everybody was the video was just too long and folks didn't know what in the world I was talking about. Okay, so I got the message loud and clear. So from here on out, I'm going to try to break up my topics, keep them super high level, and try not to go over 5 minutes. So let's jump right into it because I only got 5 minutes. Bitcoin. But wait, before I actually get into it, help me get the word out about investing. When you leave a like, when you make a comment, especially when you subscribe to the channel, that tells YouTube that this video needs to be in front of more people. So when you do that, it helps the channel grow. It's easy to like a video. It's actually free. So go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out for real. Anyways, Bitcoin. Start the clock. Let's get it. So you might think, why is Bitcoin or cryptocurrency even relevant? I mean, what's wrong with the money system we have now? Before the internet and credit cards, cash transactions were the primary way to buy and sell goods. Now, because of technology, added to the fact that we're in a global economy, we make transactions using credit cards, we got apps on our phones and computers. I mean, there's really no reason to have cash nowadays. The only cash I actually have is this $2 bill that I keep in my wallet for no reason. Now, you may have never thought about this, but in our current financial economy, there's always a middleman. Everything we buy or sell has to go either through a bank, a finance app, a credit card company. Even with cash purchases, the government has to issue that money. And if the government didn't guarantee that money, it would be valueless. Every time there's a transaction, the middleman gets a cut for facilitating the transaction and recording the transaction. This current system relies on trust. Trust that the facilitator will always do the right thing. We trust that the banks will keep an accurate ledger of all transactions, protect our personal information, and ensure that the money in our bank account stays in our bank account. So if you think governments and financial institutions are completely trustworthy, think again. Just Google Venezuela currency scam or Wells Fargo scandal and see what you find. All I'm saying is the governments and banks have a lot of power and they can easily take advantage of customers or citizens. So what if I told you there's a way to take out that middleman? Take the power away from the centralized banks and large financial institutions, a new way to buy and sell from person to person or peer to peer with full transparency and security. And this is what Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is doing for trade and commerce. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital currency and it isn't anything you can touch. In simple terms, it's just one humongous file, and that file isn't stored by one person or in any centralized location. It's stored on the internet in a network of computers that participate in Bitcoin transactions. So when there's one Bitcoin transaction between two people, that transaction is broadcasted to the entire network, and then that one huge file is updated on everyone else's computer. The beauty of it is everyone has a copy of the file. No one person has complete control over the file. Everyone can see every transaction between everybody else. The intent is to eliminate any opportunities for fraud or abuse. No one can come and garnish your wages. No one can put a hold on your account. It's completely decentralized. Bitcoin cuts out the middleman and allows for complete trust, transparency, and security at the peer-to-peer level. The best analogy that I can come up with, have you ever seen a dollar bill that had the stamp on it that said, track this bill at www.where'sgeorge.com? Then you go to the site and then you see where the dollar has been over the past few months. So it's kind of similar to that, but instead of seeing where the dollar has been, you can see every single transaction the dollar has ever been in, and you can see every individual that was involved in all the transactions. Essentially how it works, Bitcoin is just one big ledger that a network of users have access to. Each user has an account number that's linked to a private key. Sort of like those long product keys that you get to unlock Microsoft Office software. You know, the ones that are like 35 characters long. Even though I'm pretty sure these are like 10 times longer than that. Anytime there's a transaction, the private key generates a signature that's unique only to that transaction. Simply put, let's say Bitcoin was a checkbook and someone just happened to steal your checkbook. they couldn't write any bad checks because they're not able to sign the check in the exact same way that you would. Also, everyone would know it isn't you because they have your signature on file. So even if they had your account number, they can never access the funds in your account. So that's Bitcoin at a high level. But there's one more thing you got to understand about Bitcoin. The value isn't in the Bitcoins itself. The value is actually in the technology that generates the ledger, or that file that I was talking about earlier, and that technology is called blockchain. Bitcoin is actually the first application to utilize blockchain technology. And blockchain technology has a number of different applications, and it has the power to have major disruptions in standardized or mature industries. But that is definitely another video. Now, for all you people who are really into this, I know I left out a lot of stuff. Bitcoin mining, halving periods, the anonymity of people involved in transactions, the limited number of Bitcoins, Bitcoin Cash. I know, but this video is for beginners. Beginners. So that's Bitcoin. If you like the video and you want to see more like it, just let me know. Send me an email, which is down below. Leave a comment. I promise I'll respond. It's really difficult to take complex ideas like Bitcoin and explain them in 5 minutes. So if you can hit the like button, it really helps me grow the channel. Also, if you appreciate what I'm trying to do, bring investing knowledge to the new investor, subscribe. That way you get notified when there's a new video. All right, cool. Thanks for watching Flight School. Don't get left behind. Peace. Oh yeah, also, if you are interested in the merch, go to doersclothing.com. The link is also in the description. Okay, I'm going for real this time. Take care.